sitting outside in the rain. Can you still hear us, Andy?
Andy, you're here.
Andy?
It's gone. Again.
Oh, he's working on you know.
Okay, yeah. He's probably desperately trying to fix it.
Sorry, I was going to turn my headphones off. I was just trying to get stuff sorted.
Did you see the strawberries for you?
Yeah, let's put in that chat. Please refresh the channel. We have a new live stream, so I'm very sorry, but it wouldn't let me rejoin the old stream.
Are we already live?
We are currently live. Hello.
That's cool. Let me see if I can find it again. Nope. Live.
Okay, that chat is now closed.
All right. Now it's working.
Is it working?
Yeah.
Hey!
Awesome.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, great. So, now even my keyboard has gone back to English. This is weird. Hi, everybody.
Has ever song. That's cool.
Yeah, but this is the first time you guys stream with four people, right? So I mean, that's a whole bunch of information. Give Andy some credit. Give Andy some credit and show him some love for fixing this.
Thanks, Jan.
We do it for fun. You know, that's the thing. We don't do it for anyone else. Just for fun.
How selfish.
Yeah.
There's no excuse.
Yourself.
There's
Love
no
yourself.
excuse,
You can love others.
So on my screen it says stream is starting in three something. I have a countdown now.
That's the old stream, right?
Yeah, you'll be on the old stream, Jen.
How do I find it?
Could you send the link? Because I can find it anyways.
You gotta refresh the page.
And the
Yeah.
echo
I
is
did.
Oh, wonderful. Sorry, guys.
Oh no! We're not playing AC/DC.
Thank you for sticking with us, people.
No.
listening to
That's the
live
darkness.
Oh, but it sounds like bam, dum, bam, bum, ba-dum, bam. Oi.
As much as I love you, Dan, I'd quite like to monetize this video.
Dan,
I'm sorry.
Dan, know who plays drums for The Darkness?
No.
You don't?
No.
Oh, seriously, you don't?
No.
Okay, so I saw The Darkness the last time when they opened up for Hollywood Vampires.
All right. Oh,
And-
with Johnny. Okay.
And I hit Johnny Depp with a balloon in the head and strangled him with my jewelry collection. Anyway, but before that, I watched The Darkness, and I was standing side of the stage, like stage right, next to Roger Taylor, and we watched The Darkness. And that's when I found out that Roger Taylor's son is playing drums for The Darkness.
Lately,
go.
Rufus, right? Yeah.
There you go.
God damn.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That's
So,
cool. It's a small world.
As we're going to get back into the chat, I'd like to talk to the people in the chat. Hello, sorry for that.
Hello.
I'm sure you have
Hi.
questions for Jen, Alan, and maybe even
No,
Dan
ask
myself.
Alan. I've been answering so many questions. Ask
Don't
Alan.
ask Alan, because it'll break again. Alan's too funny. If you have any questions, please throw them in the chat.
Here in the chat.
Any questions, throw them in the chat. And otherwise, we have some questions, Jen and Alan, that I have on video for you. Somebody was kind enough to prepare something. I don't know if it's going to work, if I'm honest. I'll be honest with you. I have no idea if it's going to work, if you're going to be able to hear it. But I'm going to try it. I'm going to try and play the first video.
Okay.
And we're going to see what happens. Are you cool with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, 1 second.
Hey you guys! First of all, huge congrats for this album release. It's finally out and we love it. You know that already. And I have a couple questions for you. What were the biggest challenges that you had to face while creating this album? And what was the best part of working together?
Was anybody able to hear the audio? I couldn't.
I couldn't.
I didn't think you
But
guys
it was a
would be able to
beautiful
hear the audio.
video.
This is Valeria Soto.
Of course, I know. Andy,
I'm not talking to you, Jen.
Andy, listen, you always talk to me as if I wouldn't have a clue who Valeria is. She runs my fan club and we almost daily talk. So who the heck are you talking? Like, of course I know her.
I was kind
But
of
the audio was muted.
Yeah, I don't know why that is or how that is, but she was asking a question. people in the chat, did you hear that? Or is it just me here? Because I really enjoyed
the audio
on that. Okay, the people in the chat heard it, so I'm going to play it to you again, just on my phone, because I'm super, high-tech like that. There we go. I'm getting all sorts of messages from YouTube now saying the stream's not working. I know the stream wasn't working! Right, are you ready? Here's the wonderful Valeria asking you a question. I think.
Hey, you guys. First of all, huge congrats for this album release. It's finally out, and we love it. You know that already. And I have a couple questions for you. What were the biggest challenges that you had to face while creating this album? And what was the best part of working together?
I go first. The biggest challenge, distance. Distance. I mean, write an album with one guy sitting in Croatia and a gal sitting in Germany. That's distance. That was the biggest challenge. For me personally, we had a couple of moments where we would like have the chance to sit together, but it's the biggest. It's just such a different dynamic when you hang out with somebody to write. Alen, what's your take on that?
Yeah, especially when you're writing making the sketches and stuff. Later on, we went to the studio, so we spent a week in the studio twice, But at the beginning, where you really have to put something like making like some roughly
the shape,
kind of
the shape of the song, yeah.
Yeah, so that was really, really challenging. We have the internet and we can send the files back and forth. That's all fine, but it's really hard to work this way. What would you say, right?
It's doable, but the thing is that I think the energy flow is just so different when you're hanging out together. And I would play one note and you would probably say like, oh wait, can we do like this and can we go that way? And with sending files back and forth, you can't really do that because it's like you can't interrupt in a good way the other person and you can't interact with each other like you would when you would hang out together. So I think really distance has been the biggest challenge in the writing process. I mean, in the studio we've been together and that was amazing because we've, I would witness when Alen was recording, he would witness when I was recording, and that was cool because we had each other's support and input, which is so important for the energy in the studio. But for the writing process, it was really, really tough for me personally.
And on top of that, we were busy as hell. I remember you were on tour with Evanescence, and I was on my tour as well. So every time when I went back home for 3 days just to wash my laundry, I sat down on the table and tried to make something out of some ideas to send her. Maybe she will come up with some, vocal lines or hook line, whatever. And this is how we actually started making the album. And lucky us, everything turned out good,
Yeah. Wow, man, think back. Like, you remember how busy we both were?
We're
like,
busy
you've been on
as hell.
on this giant tour, and I was in the States all the time.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know how we made it happen that we wrote this song.
You know what was for me really challenging? Put it this way. You are on tour like for 3 months. Okay, this is nothing compared to your tours because you guys are touring worldwide, right? So 3 months, it's let's say it's okay-ish, right? And I was
now
3
it
months.
would be heaven.
Yeah, now we'll be heaven. So I was 3 months on tour with Andreas, playing all these arenas and stuff. And right after, my band went back home. And I didn't take a flight back home. I went to Cologne, to the studio, to spend the whole week doing the album, making the album with Jen.
Yep.
And, I was really tired and was not easy, but thanks God, we had so much fun and we made it,
But you did a great job. I mean, I can only imagine when I come off a tour that is 3 months long, I'm destroyed, man. It's just touring life is so demanding, like physically demanding to your system. And when you get home, it's just like, you're sad that the tour is over, but you're so happy that it is over because you need to recharge your batteries. And for Alen, there was no time to recharge the batteries because he went literally from tour, the last show the next morning, he would take the flight to the studio and then we spent time in the studio recording the album. But it was so much fun. I think the energy between the both of us is like that we feed off each other's energies. I have that feeling like, you know, I totally feed off his energy and he feeds off my energy, and that combined is that something on 11 thing.
Yeah.
How much of this was done in 2020, and how much was done pre-lockdown and when you could actually be together?
You go ahead, Alen.
Well, honestly, everything was done right before the whole shit happened. But we were just not sure the way we go. You know, should we put out the physical CD? Should we go this way? Or it was also, you know, on the table that we're gonna take that crowdfunding campaign. Was also a cool thing, you know. So we were not sure what to do. And I remember Jen was always, since day one, she was not against, but she don't like the record deals, the record companies and all that stuff. She's not the person for this. And I was like, more or less like, well, I don't care. I just want to put the thing out. I want to make myself happy that the shit is out and that's it, you know? And she was like, no, I don't want to deal with anybody. I don't want to sign any fucking contract. And then, you know, and yeah, so we were discussing about this a little bit, and
well, I like my freedom though.
Well,
yeah, but the thing is, we wanted to put out, I mean, the plan was, what we finally came up with was to put out a crowdfunder and give fans these special items they can purchase, you know, like, I don't know what, like just pre-order the album and get some special perks and shit like that. But it just felt wrong when, as soon as this pandemic situation hit and everybody was struggling financially and physically and mentally, and I sat down with Ellen and we were on a phone call, and I'm like, you know what? I feel this is the wrong time to put out a physical album. First of all, it costs a whole shit load of money, people. If you don't know about this and everybody is like complaining, why isn't there a physical? It's because it costs a load of money. It's not just like, hey, I want to have a physical copy. No, it's not like that. And if you do it by yourself to for the sake of your freedom, you need. The thing is, I just feel not cool with the fact asking people for money when they are having a hard time and when everybody's like going through this thing together. You know, we're all the same. Like in these days, everybody is like struggling with the same situation, sort of. And I was like, let's, for the sake of putting out joy and positivity out there, let's do a digital release so people can at least download it for a couple of bucks, and just that way we can spread positivity, you know, without the crowdfunder and asking for money. I would have felt bad about asking about money in these times. It's just, it didn't seem right. Mm-hmm. And maybe, you know, maybe one day, maybe we'll start a petition and go like, hey, you want a physical copy? Come on, we can make it happen. It's the crowdfunder. Buy more socks. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know.
I think that could really work. I think maybe releasing a physical copy when the world is ready for it might be the way to do it, because it's, as you said, by not joining a record company, the choices are yours to make. So
exactly.
Congratulations. We got some more questions for you. Some are from the chat and some are some super chats. And if you don't know what that is, that means people have actually
the super chat. How much did they pay?
Michiel played $5.
Michiel, oh hi, good to see you.
And Michiel wants to know, for $5, when will Jen get her signature Jen?
That's to you, Dan. That's not to me. That's to you. Wait, let me point at you. How can I point at you? No, wait, the other way. How am I gonna do this?
That way, yeah.
Here. Okay, here. That's to you. There. Shit. Here. Okay.
So, I don't know. Honestly, yeah, it's also not our decision. That stuff is like made in Japan, decided in Japan, and it all comes also down to: is there a need for an instrument that has something that you currently don't have? Like if Jen would say, okay, I need a guitar, let's say without
coffee maker.
What? With a coffee maker, like with a pre-configured coffee maker, so you can just insert a Nespresso capsule and go for it on stage. Stuff like
Ibanez,
that.
You hear that? Ibanez Japan. This is what I want. I want a guitar that it has like a tube, and that includes like an espresso coffee
It's
maker.
called the Genspresso.
Genspresso, yeah. Oh, trademarked.
Comes in mocha brown.
Oh no, just coffee maker. Jen's coffee maker guitar.
Jen's coffee maker guitar. Oh no. Okay, so moving swiftly on, we have another super chat.
Wait,
oh no!
I think for $5 we should give him something back. Like if Jen was,
I thought you were
if Jen
digging
was
out
like
that. Sorry.
painting her guitar on a blank sheet of paper, how would that guitar look like?
It would pretty much be the RG shape because I love the shape because it fits to me. It merges with my body. It would probably have like some, some signature kind of like stylish. It sounds bad if I say that now, but I picture like some cool little sliced off parts. I don't know how to describe it, but I have a vision. And it would be
Do you have a pencil?
What?
A pencil. You can draw it.
I have a lot of ideas actually, to be honest, and it would look very close to the Action label. That's all I'm gonna say.
Alan, same question to you, man.
Should I say how I see the guitar, like from myself?
Yeah.
Your signature model.
The signature model. You know what? I fell in love with those telly shape. I'm a big fan of RGs as well, like Jen said, because it fits to my body and I just feel comfortable with that shape. But in the last few months, I was playing so much that Action label.
You have an Action label?
Telly. No, it's an Iron label. I'm sorry, it's an Iron label.
I was just about to say, hang on, wait, what?
Yeah, and I love that guitar. I love that guitar so much. It has two humbuckers, which you can, with that coil, tap coil, you can switch them to the real single coils, which I like so much. For some bluesy kind of things, like you go instantly into that sound, and somehow, more I go on, I don't need so much tremolo bars anymore, and I love to feel to hear the vibrato of the finger and stuff. So yeah, I'm spending more and more time with this telly. Love that guitar, man.
Have you ever played my FR?
I show you. You don't see it. It's hanging on the wall. Wait for a second. I show you that mine.
John, I think it should be the FR, right? If I'm not mistaken.
The one that I have that sort of telly shaped is the FR from the Uppercut series. The matte black one, and
That's
I have
right.
that.
Yeah, I have that gradation kind of color, from black to I don't know, ebony or something.
Oh, the FR IX6,
ivory.
right?
Yes,
That's
exactly.
Right. Yeah.
FR IX6, yeah.
Yeah, this one.
And I love to use that guitar for le double in the studio. Also for Insanity, that was my guitar. I recorded most of it. I recorded most of it on the on my Blue Floor patent because that is just my guitar. Well, now it has competition with the Pia, and you play and then you miss some kind of frequencies, and I realized that the FR is the perfect addition of frequencies when it comes to attack. Yes, exactly. What kind of pickups are in there?
It's a DiMarzio Fusion.
Nice.
And that thing really works. Even better when you have like push-pull thing, I have on a couple other guitars that push-pull putty, but I don't know, it's not a single coil when you tap, And this tap coil just go straight to that sound of single coils, which I love so much.
Nice.
Guitar stays in tune. It has a ebony fretboard. And it has that, how is it called? Goto
locks. Yeah.
Locks. And I love the guitar. I really don't need anything more than this. Three pickup positions, like those together, like neck and bridge, volume. Done.
All you need.
Super simple guitar and just ready to go.
It's beautiful.
I would definitely It's beautiful, right?
Yeah, it really is.
I would definitely, if I can have a chance to have my own guitar, like signature model by Ibanez, I would take the shape like this. Feel good.
Fully
really.
good. Yeah, it's like a telly on steroids, right?
That's right. But it can be also the like almost the real telly. You know, it doesn't have that twang kind of tone, but it's really close to. You know, so just because of that little thing here, that tap coil, which does the great job. That's it. I love it. Yeah.
Thank you, Alen. Right, another question from a super chat, Anita Rock, who I've
Anita, hey, how's it going, girl? Good to have you
Hi,
here.
Anita.
Anita's in the house.
I gotta tell you guys something. Anita is one of my biggest fans in the whole universe.
Yay!
And now it's our fan, of course, of Something on 11.
I've seen
So
Anita
we
all
are
over the social media for Something on 11 as well. So
oh yeah,
it's nice
yeah,
to see you here.
she's famous,
And she
really
did put
famous.
out an incredible review for our album. Like really, rock-garage.com. Go read that review. It's like mind-blowing. It was so mind-blowing that I even called Alen and I was like, let me translate this to you because it's in German. And I was like, you have to understand what this review says. It's so amazing. Thank you so much, Anita. Thank you so much for all the love and the support.
Thank you so
What was
much.
that? Rock-garage.com.
Yes.
Okay, we'll put that in the chat maybe. And the question that Anita asked is, will you tour Austria when the world is back open and able to tour?
I think right now everything is so unpredictable. Alen with his big artist he's playing with and me with my band, that it's so hard to say anything. It's like we first of all have to wait what the future holds for all of us before we can make any statements about that. Really, it's just so unpredictable these days. You know, it's hard to say something. If it would be normal circumstances, we would go like, yeah, let's see. But right now, it's just we're all in this one boat of trying to get through this current, still keeping going situation that we just need to get out of there, and then we can then ask the question again, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I think the only answer you can give, I would say.
I think the problem is also that you guys are not in one room. Like if you would at least be able to visit each other and play, then you can live stream and we could do something like this. But at the moment, with the distance between all of us, it's kind of hard. And live streaming on Tuesday nights is probably the best we can do.
Hey, but that's amazing. Come on.
Live streaming twice.
Give some credit to the four of us.
Yeah.
I like it a lot, yeah.
A quick one from Poo Ninja, the legend that is Mr. Poo Ninja.
Poo Ninja!
He wants to know, will we ever see any Genma jewelry?
Oh, yeah. Actually, I was... here. Wait. Do I wear it? Gemma jewelry. I have this out. Hang on.
You could have put it on the microphone then. Oh, that's nice. That's pretty.
It's a
Stop, guys.
pick. And it says
You see mine?
Yeah.
You have the same one.
I have the same one.
I sent it to him. I know. Like I said, Ellen and I are just like brother and sister. And so, of course, we have to share this. And yeah, I put this out. And I'm definitely planning to put out more jewelry at Rockies. That's the guy who does that is just a sweetheart and a phenomenal person to work with. And he literally turns all my ideas into reality, which is so cool. But for now, really, I am focusing a little bit on my Black Friday sale. I'm going to have a special 20 limited Black Friday sale this Friday. And I am working a lot on this. So, yeah. But one day I'm definitely going to put out some more jewelry. What do you want? Text it. Like put it in the comment section. Do you want some more chains or what? Do you want bracelets or text it and tell Andy?
Where could people get some info about the Black Friday sale?
On all of my social media. I'm going to blast all my social medias on Friday. And everybody's going to go like, huh? Because, that's what I do. I never come with predictable stuff. So there's going to be a Black Friday sale the day after Thanksgiving. There's going to be like a super cool way for you to purchase some, I'm stuttering, some outstanding, awesome, cool items. And it's limited to 20 pieces only. So you better be fast because the first 20 people who will contact me will get those 20 pieces. And yeah, I'm working hard.
Valeria wants avocado earrings.
Valeria, you probably know that I do have avocado earrings. Ooh, and I made some awesome avocado. Here's a recipe, okay? I cook way too much. Ever since this pandemic and quarantine hit, I'm cooking all the time. So if you take an avocado, you peel it, cut it into half, take the seed in the middle away, and then you would put a boiled egg into the middle of the avocado, close it up again, wrap it in bacon, and then fry it in the frying pan. So...
what is that called?
Food porn.
I'm going to make that tomorrow.
Ellen, did I send you the picture of the avocado when I cut it open? I did.
No worries, Jen. Since we met for the first time, I have everything you cooked on my phone. So, don't worry, you can lose your phone. I have backup of all your bullshit. You know?
Andy, I'm totally envisioning a new channel, Cooking with Jen. That could be a thing.
Wait,
like...
okay, this is something very... I'm not sure if I shall say that here, but I'm going to do it. I have a hidden private foodie Instagram account. It's very, very private, and I do it mostly for myself. My mom is following it, Ellen is following it. Ellen, don't give that information away. It's my private little foodie account where I put up all the recipes and all the pictures of the food that I'm cooking and making.
I know.
Man, I tell you honestly, I become a chef in this pandemic. Man, maybe I'm going to open up a restaurant or something.
Oh.
What would it be called if you opened a restaurant?
Jen's Little Heaven. Cool.
Don't call it that.
Well, it's food related, goddammit.
Okay, sorry. Okay,
Jen's Little Food Heaven. How about that? Not foot heaven, but food heaven.
Okay. Back to the chat. Snoopy says hi from McHugh.
Hi, Snoopy.
Chris Groom has a gear question for Jen, but I'm actually going to want to get the answer from both of you guys. Jen, what effects do you always have on? What's your always on effects?
A little bit of chorus, a little bit of reverb, and most of the times a simple pitch on my Helix Line 6 Helix pedal board because ever since I started using the Helix pedal board, I figured out I don't have to carry 11 guitars on tour, and I'm fine with just 3, and it's so much easier to not have guitar switches after every song, and so I use a lot of the simple pitch from the Helix, and I always make sure that I have add a tiny little bit of chorus, not too much, not the acoustic way of using chorus, and a little bit of reverb just for the ambience, and that's it. Very boring. Ellen, your turn.
My turn. Well, I have nothing to say. I can play the whole night on one sound, man. I really.
That's not true. That's not true. You have like clean parts. You have solo parts. That's so not true. What is the one thing that you have on there all the time?
Drive.
What? No, not in. Yeah, but not in the clean parts. When you play like clean,
I don't play so much clean parts. We have 3 guitar players. We are 3 of us on the stage. If you mean about the artists I play for.
Yeah.
We are 3 of us there, so they have their, parts, and they do the cleanish kind of stuff, and I mainly do the kind of chords or riffs or solos.
Yeah, but the heavier stuff, yeah.
The heavier stuff, yeah. When I do the solos, there is always a little bit delay, and that's pretty much all. I'm simple. I'm super simple. I don't use. I like, for example, my favorite it's octaves. I love playing the octave effect,
Talk about the solo of Souls of a Payment.
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff like this because I don't know, not for the whole thing, like for the whole solo, but somewhere at some point that you turn into the octave thing and then you spread it like pan it like 100% left and right, and you get the big wall of that solo sound. this is how I prefer to do the solos, and I love it.
Look at you, how very much George Benson of you. You know, George Benson back in the day was starting on with these octave things like boom, 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 boom.
That's right, yeah.
I like.
But I actually, I have to be honest. I never listened to George Benson. I know how he's playing.
Oh, come on, really?
No, I don't have any record at home.
What was the biggest? What was my favorite one? Is Dan? Help me out. Was it This Masquerade?
Yeah, probably. That's his biggest song.
Right? That's the biggest one. That was back in the days when he was with Ibanez. Was it?
He still is.
Oh, he is? I'm sorry.
George,
I'm really
George
sorry.
has anniversary. No, I had anniversary already. We had George
How many years?
anniversary models. Yeah. 30? 30. I think it was 30 years.
It's beautiful hollow body guitars.
Yep. Next year will be Pat Metheny and John Scofield anniversaries.
And we're in good jazz company. Ellen, what do you think? Like next album, like a jazz fusion album?
Oh, I'm out.
Oh, come on.
I'm in.
40. It was the 40th anniversary. Boy, he's longer with Ibanez than I'm on planet Earth.
40 years?
40th anniversary.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's amazing. He's such an incredible artist that has done so much for jazz guitar and music in general. I think he's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Unfortunately, often overlooked, but 40 years, boy, yeah.
Wow.
Whew.
We've got another
Jazz,
couple of questions
Ibanez
for you guys. Sorry, Dan, you can carry on. I'll throw the questions in a moment.
Yeah, I was just about to say that everyone is associating Ibanez with metal and rock, but there are so many like jazz greats. I think sometimes we're a little bit overlooked.
I think that
guys.
most of the reputation that Ibanez guitars got is because of the thin necks and of the style, the very edgy, like even almost aggressive kind of like shapes of the guitars. That is more like everybody kind of like leads it to Steve Vai, the awesome shred guys. But I tell you honestly, like Ibanez guitars have some models out there, and they have some jazz fusion artists out there, and amazing players that are not only just shredding. And I'm even getting tired of people listening to people who go like, well, Ibanez, oh well, you're a shredder. It's kind of lame to say that. I hear a lot of people say that, but it's not true, because look at the AZ models. I mean, these are just like awesome instruments, and they're so innovative and so beautiful, and a lot of us artists are playing them. Not necessarily me, because I love my stupid Floyd Rose, but like Martin Miller and Nico Schliemann, all these guys play these models, and they're just phenomenal. They have a amazing sound, and I love the sound of those guitars. And it's just put in shredder. I was about to say a name. No, but put a shredder on that guitar, it would be completely wrong. Like a metal shredder on that guitar. It's just my personal taste. And I think that Ibanez definitely delivers instruments for all kinds of styles, and to limit it down to just, the shredders, they play Ibanez, I think that's so